Here I am. My name is Meenakshi Oberoi, and I'm here to present to you today's session. And I sincerely hope that today's session brings you more insights, gives you more information, and that we are able to, offer you value for your time that you're going to spend with us here. So, welcome to the session on Meet Your AI Assistant for Education. And yes, who doesn't want that? Meet Microsoft Copilot. With me, I have Ms. Dovita Parmar, who is going to moderate the chat window. So please go ahead and say hello. Dovita, I'll let you say hi to everybody. Let's see if you're still a presenter. Yes, you are. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the session. Yes, Microsoft Copilot, something which we really need in our lives these days. And how do we go ahead and use it? Looking forward to all of you. Please feel free to share your thoughts and your queries in the chat window. We'll be more than happy to address them. Also, please feel free to introduce yourselves. We would love to know from which school and from which city you have joined in with us. Have a nice session ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dovita, and a huge thank you to all of you. Love to share with you that look at the way we are growing. We are 1,013 educators together on Instagram handle. So if you're not there, don't miss out because we share all updates, everything to do with education on our Instagram handle. Please do join us. And we are absolutely elated and in gratitude that we have such a beautiful following and we are growing each day. So thank you so much. And we will share the link later as well so that in case you would like to join, then this is your chance. Okay. Microsoft Copilot. I think the word in itself tells you a lot. Copilot, as the word suggests, is your copilot as you ride into your classrooms and you pilot many things into your classroom. So Microsoft Copilot is, I think, one tool that I can't imagine my day without in my life because it gives me the power to boost my thinking, my productivity. It unlocks creativity for me, and it also helps me understand information in a very simple manner that is digestible, and that's something that I can understand and share with others as well. So it's really nice to see how Microsoft has been able to offer us an assistant in the classroom that could help me think better. That could actually be my buddy to bounce off ideas, brainstorm, and also it just empowers me to give more to my classroom. It tells me that you can do more than just being uh, you know basic or just looking for someone who could bounce off ideas with you, who could give you feedback, who could help you think in the areas that you might not have. So it's a great piece, and we are bringing the power of this next generation AI to your classrooms today through this session. And introduction of Copilot is as simple as just go to any browser, type copilot.microsoft.com, and just start working on the magic. I didn't want to use the word magic, therefore I paused, but I think it's just pretty magical, at least for us in this generation. We find all of this pretty magical. So, to turn your words into the most powerful productivity tool on the planet, you could just go to copilot.microsoft.com, and this will help you. I'm going to request Dovita to drop in, the link to you so that you can try everything with me, understand it with me, unpack this with me. Um, think of this tool as a generative AI tool that can actually, help you. Think about how can you use different ways in which you can use it in your classroom. Think of the scenarios where AI could help you use, save time, probably personalize content, and create educational material. Of course, don't say lesson plan. So I'm going to pause here and I'm going to request everybody to help me that if you had Microsoft Copilot with you as your AI assistant, what problem would you want AI to solve for you? I'm going to repeat my question. If Copilot or Microsoft Copilot was in your classroom, that is, was your AI assistant in your classroom, what problem would you ask Copilot to solve for you? And don't say teach for me, please. I know you wouldn't. We are teachers, we just need Copilots, right? What problem would you ask Copilot to solve for you? Go ahead. We are waiting for your responses, please. What kind of a problem would you like Copilot to solve for you as you work in your classrooms? My question is also in the chat window. If Microsoft Copilot, very nice. I would love to see your responses. Please keep them coming. Lesson plans and assessments, isn't it? Those are two things that I wish someone could give me just like that. Ice-breaking activities, nice. Okay, keep it coming because I love it when you keep it coming over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have a pour of responses here. Lesson plans being the most famous. Sometimes there are questions that we may not know how to answer. Correct. And I would ask Gopal. Of course, nobody's a know-it-all, right? So agree with you, Tamana ma'am, over there. So agree with you. Activities, yeah, more activities, engaging activities, something more interesting than what I can offer. Quiz questions, preparing lesson plans, unit plans, questions for students, TLMs. Great. Student engagement activities. How to keep students engaged for a long time? Oh, you bet. MSQ, okay, activities different from on different topics. Okay, creative writing, numerical problems, MCQs. You're so right. These are some of the problems that you have listed over here today. Do remember that these problems are something that you're solving for today. Yeah. So while I'm going to go ahead and take this conversation forward, I have launched just about a poll in the chat window, and I have a word cloud that will come up. So you can go ahead and keep submitting your responses. I'm going to submit a few for you so that, we know that these are some of the problems that you're trying to solve for. So fantastic. Keep them coming, please. Love it. Digital help, yes, but it's not easy. While you're in the classroom, the first thing that you need is someone to tell you how do you digitally solve this, right? So, yes, please go ahead, keep sharing daily life applications of a topic. Yeah, you bet. Sometimes you're teaching topics like linear equation, topics like something very vague, How do you actually bring it to or connect to a real life? So, yes, real life applications are very important. Fantastic. I'm getting a few responses here. My word cloud is getting made. Fabulous. Please, keep sharing your responses because this word cloud is going to get richer. Profile. Okay, fantastic. I have latest technological developments. Absolutely. Yes, we don't come to know about all of that. Maybe Copilot can help me say, hey, I think this is how you can do it. Okay, concise profile. So love that. Concise profile from, giving virtual experiences to students. Fantastic. So I have great responses coming in. My, word cloud is open for you. I have about 9 responses there and more than 20 responses in my chat window, I guess. So great. And yes, with new advancements in AI happening faster than ever before, I think you might be wondering how can you use these tools in the classroom to save time and energy? And you know what? You're not alone. Educators worldwide are making strides to understand and integrate AI in their work and often find this as a very valuable tool, especially the classrooms that I've been to. And over the last 6 months, I have met more than 700 educators who have become AI Explorer educators. Deep Pedagogics AI Explorer educators, it's a great program to be a part of. And as I meet these educators over there, what I see is excitement. What I see is enthusiasm. What I see is light bulbs lighting up. So you can use AI to do just about anything, whether you want to save time, you want to personalize content, you want to create more content, you want to create digital content design, whatever you want. So this is the power of generative AI and is a relatively newer piece of technology and a unique category as well, where we have to think about the use case scenarios. And we have to focus on what kind of content can I create? Why should I be using generative AI? Can generative AI give me text, images, code, and audio? Does it achieve any of my learning targets? What if I have some learning needs? Will AI be able to offer me responses for that? Yes, a lot of innovation because this technology is creating new content, checking for accuracy in generative AI that is absolutely essential in the field of education. And what is most beautiful is this is all happening in a very, very secure manner. So, as I take you onwards, I'll let you view this once and give you a taste and a flavor of Copilot before I take it to the classroom. I hope you're able to get it. Well, such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Microsoft Copilot is a tool. Yeah, I love the roar of claps that come along with it. It's a tool that uses generative AI to serve as a helpful assistant in your classrooms, and it can help you do many things. Apart from saving time, it can help you with differentiated instructions, such a need of the hour. It can also help you with enhancing a student's learning. Let's say I have an learning activity. It can easily create for me the needs that I need to meet, especially with NEP 2020 and NCF 2023, demanding us to work in a way where there are multiple pedagogies at play. There are multiple aspects of learning at play. There is interdisciplinary learning. There are language learning that has to happen. There is foundational numeracy and literacy skills that need to be developed. And that cannot be left just to the subject teachers, right? So while we do all of that, I have identified just about 5 ways today to use Copilot in the education. Okay, I'm going to just stick to these 5 because there's so much that you can do. But I think in an hour, it'll be an overdose if I go beyond this today. So, my first thing that I want to use Copilot for is for personalized learning. It's very important that I'm able to reach out to every student in my class, whether it be helping by creating content or tailoring their feedback or providing them guidance on or whatever their individual needs are or learning styles are. Number two, I need a buddy to brainstorm with. I mean, so many times I have so many ideas when I'm teaching a topic. Let's say I'm teaching something as, as random as percentage. Let's say, okay, I have so many ideas of how I can teach. Now, what's feasible, what's not, what will fit into my timeline, what all kind of pedagogies can be brought about in play. I have to do assessment as well. So if I have a 30-minute period, let's say, or a 40-minute period, how do I teach percentage or how do I introduce percentage by using only 15 minutes out of my 30 minutes? Now, that's an idea where I have some 20 ideas and I want to put it into Copilot to say, hey, Copilot, act as a class teacher of grades 5 or 6, let's say percentage is introduced in grade 5, and um, you know, uh, help me draft an activity or an introductory activity for percentage which should fall within 15 minutes. Include. Now, I'm not going to ask Copilot to do everything. I know what I want to include. So let's say for an activity on percentage, I want my students to work in pairs and I want them probably have set up a marketplace or probably, look at some which way, which is different than fractions. Or sometimes I know what I don't want to do. I don't want to do the usuals. I don't want to bring in a worksheet. I want manipulatives. I want them to use manipulatives to understand percentage. Okay, great. Fantastic. And Copilot could actually help. So, what I'm doing here is I'm bouncing off ideas with a generative AI assistant so that I'm able to get the support that I need to make my learning material more engaging, more meaningful, and make my wish come true of engaging students more meaningfully. Yeah. And of course, the next one is your favorite one. I think most of you have written lesson plan as one of the needs, and why not? That is a need. Now, within a lesson plan, how would you like to use it? Would you like this to be your, write the probably lesson plan from the scratch? Or do you want an existing lesson plan to be improvised? Or do you want to draft activities for it, make resources for it, make a assessment, or align any learning objectives? Really depends on what you're going to do. So I'm going to quote a few examples on lesson plan as well using Copilot. You could do just about any of those that I have listed, and of course more. Now, another important task for teachers is providing feedback. And believe you me, is the trickiest thing on earth to provide feedback. I'm sure you've tried lesson plans, but I'm not sure if you've tried feedback. In fact, in one of the recent workshops that I did, uh, the most beautiful part was that when I gave, when I used Copilot to provide feedback to my students, and the kind of prompt that we used for it really was an eye opener. Honestly, everybody in the room enjoyed that activity like anything. That's because it just resonated with them. Sometimes, there are certain things that you can't say the way you want to say. And okay, hold on. People are saying that you can't see my screen. It's just one person. Harjeet ma'am, just give me a minute. I am going to try and share my screen once again. Please give me a minute. Thank you. Okay. So sometimes, you're not able to say things the way you want to say. And you still need to tell that child. For example, let's say, in a mathematics, maths is on my mind today. Okay. So in percentage, the child has understood the concept, but I think there's a lot of practice that is required. And you're not able to say because straight away like that you're not able to score because you're not practicing enough, but you really want to say that. Ask Copilot to give you a very formal language to say in a polite yet firm manner, and the message should be conveyed. And ask Copilot to draft this comment for you or draft this feedback for you to be shared with the parent and the student. Believe you me, it's a game changer. You should see the way you get responded to here, and it's absolutely amazing. And of course, get quick answers. That's something Copilot should be able to give you. Like you said, sometimes you don't know everything, right? So to answer your questions without having to read through entire, multiple search results that you get on a search engine, you could simply just ask Copilot, and Copilot could provide you links to content sources and provide you an appropriate answer as well. So these are going to be my five focus today. And I'm going to very quickly share the introductory screen with you. This is Copilot. And on the screen itself, it shows you prompts that could be your starting point. For example, list some of the common non-native, fish species in North America. You could call it in India. You could just modify and use this. Or summarize the latest UN climate change report for high school students. It's so important. You get those reports on UN websites, but what you can't get is a summary. Ask Copilot to summarize that for you. So some things are so simple that they could be simply said as they need to be said. And these are some of the things in which Copilot comes in very, very handy. So in your chat window, I am once again giving you, the two steps that you need to take to start using Copilot. So it's there on your in your chat window. You could simply just click on this and get started with Copilot. Now, as you get started, the first thing that you need to know is prompt. I've said type your prompt into your chat window. What are you going to type? That's most important. Microsoft Copilot gives you a guide to drafting a prompt. Number one, it could have a conversation style. You want to be creative, you want to be more balanced or precise. You should have specific instructions instead of general instructions. Have absolutely specific instructions. For example, in the last slide you saw, summarize the report, and then maybe even give the link of that page and say, summarize this report for whom? For students. So you have to tailor it to the point of view or the audience. So I would do both. I would say summarize in a very simple language, English language, for a student of grade 7 to read or high school to read, let's say grade 9 to read. Yeah, specify the length. Let's say I'm going to say uh, summarize it in about 100 or 150 words. I don't think students have the patience to read more than that. Okay. And then specify the format. If, let's say, you're looking for something in a tabular format, you want to say in bullet points. So all of those is also what you could actually, look at this kind of a guide to help you craft a prompt. And of course, I'm here to do that. I'm going to help you see how effectively you can, craft a prompt for generative AI. Now, to remember, to effectively guide generative AI tools, that is, Copilot and other tools, you want to give it very clear and concise instructions, which are called prompts. A well-crafted prompt can actually lead you to amazing results, and it enhances the generative AI's output, the quality, the relevance, the diversity. A good prompt should always be clear, specific, and aligned. And I've always told everybody, whoever I've met, you want to use generative AI, pour your thoughts out in the chat window. Just write everything that you have on your mind, any goals that you want to align, any task generation that you want to do. A bad prompt can lead to bad results, which will be ambiguous, irrelevant, biased. And then you say, no, I don't think Copilot is a good tool. Well, that's not so. Because to get the best response from Copilot, consider a few things. One, define very clearly your objectives. What is it that you're looking for? If you're looking for syllabus, write syllabus. If you're looking for a quiz, write a quiz. If you're looking for revising a lesson, write revision. Don't just say that, give me a lesson plan or give me an assessment piece for this. Now you're going to revisit. Are you going to revise? Are you going to review the content? Are you going to test their knowledge? If yes, then which all learning objective are you going to include over here? So have a very clear vision of the end goal that you're looking for and be very specific. If you're, mentioning your grade level, put in the subject, put in the topic, even put in your school and location, I would say. More specific you are, better results you will get. Now, let's say you're saying that I am a grade 8 teacher, math teacher, and I am looking for a quiz on algebraic expressions. And, very clearly, this piece says that, you're looking for a quiz. And I want a blend of MCQs, short, or, 1 minute solutions or mental math solutions, and probably detailed solutions with learning objective being this. So, if you are structuring your prompt, you are breaking a complex piece into smaller parts, which is clearer to you and to the you know to the generative AI tool as well. So iterate and refine as many times as you can. Rephrase. Don't hesitate to rephrase. If you feel no, the answer wasn't correct, rephrase it and have a threaded conversation. Don't just start a new conversation all the time. Combine your expertise of, remembering a flow of thought, overlay suggestions with educational expertise that you have, and then decide the best way to edit and present it, while you are. Now, don't just take every response that you get. I think we've talked quite a lot. It's time for me to take you to Copilot and try a few prompts. Now, in that journey, I'm going to go one by one. So, the number one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to personalize learning. So, here's my prompt for personalizing learning. Now, as I do that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and I'm going to type this prompt in Copilot. I have already kept that open with me. So I'm simply just going to take you here. Here is Copilot. Look, this is Copilot. And of course, it shows all the searches that I have done, till now. And here it gives me some of the great, prompts that I could draw inspiration from. Now, these are some of the prompts that I could think of reading before I start my work. And then this is the chat window where I'm going to write my prompt. I've already kept it ready in the interest of time. Help me prepare a lesson plan. Remember, this is personalized learning. So say personalized learning. Help me prepare a lesson plan for use of punctuation in a sentence for class 7 English language class. Must include multiple hands on tasks and opportunities for personalized learning. Do you see that? But for me, I have to define what is personalized learning at three levels of learning styles. Prepare a week's plan in a grid format. Now, what could I add over here? Class 7 CBSC language class. Yeah. So, possibly this is something that is pretty detailed. I'm going to go ahead and say submit and show you what's going to happen. There you go. It really looks like, somebody's talking to me. That's what I like the most. And look, my day wise plan for punctuation is getting ready. It's so amazing that it's going to give me everything that I could do in my class. And look at this apostrophe art. Love the idea. Absolutely love the idea. You see how, along with personalized learning, it's making me hands on and it is making it interdisciplinary. Punctuation scavenger hunt, PE, SEL, English, communication skills, collaboration. I can see so many things over here. Yeah. Punctuation posters. Nice. Uh, Comma relay race. That sounds very, very interesting. Now, while all of this, sounds very interesting, a semicolon sentence sort is something that catches my attention. I'm not going to stop here because I want you to personalize learning. Number one, I will just show you where it has personalized. Number two, don't just take content as it is. Over here, go ahead and say, uh, elaborate on this. I've just copy and pasted. I want this tool to elaborate on this and help me draft a 30-minute uh, activity to be done with 30 students in my class. How does that sound? Yeah. So, what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to go further in my research and I'm trying to have a threaded conversation. Remember, it will know that this is the same topic that I'm talking about, and I've taken a leading question on that. This is what a threaded conversation looks like. Look at that. My 30 minutes could not have been planned better than this. Yeah. So I love this activity. And what I also get is that if I want to see where do you think, this free printable punctuation worksheet will be? It has given me bibliography, it has given me content where I could go and look up further or study this further. Remember to adapt the activities based on students' learning style, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, and provide differentiated tasks for personalized learning. Now, where are you getting this from? I'm simply going to click here. And here is where I'll get a variety of worksheets that actually I could use so very simply. It has saved me so much time. I did not have to go to find all of this. And as far as personalized learning is concerned, like it said over here, it has taken visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. If you look at this, scavenger hunt is both visual and kinesthetic. Uh, if you're looking for, more activities like this, even for auditory, you see, you have to go ahead and communicate with each other so you can see different types of learning styles being accommodated in this class. Yeah. I hope this made sense to you. I'm going to go ahead and move to my next one, and let me just take you here. Okay. So this was all about personalized learning, and I prepared a week's plan. Oh, wait, I forgot to show you something. The week's plan. Now, when you go over here, do you see this symbol? This is already available in Excel. All you need to do is export it, and over here, your Excel is available. That will have this entire table fit in an Excel format, and you could actually go ahead and use this directly from over here. So let's just open my Excel sheet and show you how this entire piece will be available in Excel. Look at that. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Command A here. I'm going to text wrap this so that I have it available like this. And I could actually plan better using this sheet. Now, did I save your time? Did I make you something that is actually personalized learning, that caters to personalized learning and more in my classroom? Yeah. I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I'm going to pause here to see, Dvita, if we have any questions. Look at me. My document's ready to be used now.
As of now, we do not have any questions. I believe the educators are too engrossed in because it really is captivating. Still waiting. Please do go ahead and share your any thoughts.
Thank you. Let me move to the second one, brainstorming. Of course, I have so many ideas in my mind. I would love to brainstorm with Copilot, as if I haven't been brainstorming till now. No, I have been taking help to make learning more personalized. Now look at this heavy, heavy, heavy prompt. It says, act like an experienced educator and brainstorm with me, who is a teacher. Of grade 4 about strategies for handling difficult conversations in school. We're looking for practical approach to effectively addressing sensitive issues with students and parents and colleagues. Please include tips on maintaining a positive tone, active listening, and ensuring constructive outcomes. The issue to respond to is about students not making the required effort in practicing math concepts, though foundational understanding has been achieved, but significant practice is required, and the teacher is seeking parent partnership. Did I see everyone say, yeah, we really need to say this? But how do we say this? Let's ask Copilot, how do we say this? I'm going to go back to Copilot. I had kept this open for you, typed enough, and let's go. Let's see what Copilot has to suggest to us. Hmm, look at that. You know, this is so important. Sometimes we know, I mean, we really know what we need to plan ahead. We always plan ahead. But when you're in that situation, you seriously don't know what to say and how to say. Yeah. Choose a private, neutral space for discussion. Don't just corner them or don't say in front of other parents. Active listening. We all know. But you know what? Sometimes we have so much to share. And when parents come, they don't come to share, they come to listen from us. But the important thing is we must have certain questions ready for them, which could help them speak more than us. Yeah. And then we could show empathy and validate their feelings. We must not interrupt them. Yes. We need to stay calm and positive. God help us, really. And use positive language and avoid blame or judgment. Acknowledge the issue. I've noticed that hasn't been practicing math concepts consistently. They say sometimes some things need to be said straight. Collaborate with parents, involve parents, use I statements, focus on growth and improvement. I noticed Dash could benefit from consistent practice. Schedule follow up on conversations. Now, what I need is share some sample conversation statements. Let's go for this. Now, this is how you have a threaded conversation and you also have certain examples. Look at that. Different parents, sometimes we don't know how to start a conversation. Sometimes we don't know how to express concern. Sometimes we don't know how to involve parents as partners, setting expectations. It just helps you. So, just the way we sit down to prepare for so many days, I think it's a good way to actually work on our personal style and who doesn't want to be better at that, and look at how we could actually approach parents. I love this. What if the parent disagrees with my assessment? Yes, definitely. What should I do? That's a great question. So you see, it gives you very meaningful questions that are leading questions, and we could actually look at these questions so that we are very, very we are very at it while and prepared while parents are coming to meet us. We all know they are, as it is, not going to agree easily. Yeah. So what is it that we can do to ask, certain things in a way that uh, I'm able to handle? Look, here's another one. How do I handle disagreements with colleagues during a meeting? Nice, right? You could go ahead and keep researching. What I'm trying to show you here is the power of generative AI to help us get better at not just lesson plans, not just addressing personal needs of personalized learning, that is needs or in styles of every student, but also work upon ourselves, brainstorm with somebody with especially the delicate situations that we have, difficult conversations that we have, or probably somewhere we are stuck. I'm not sure, what kind of idea should I put over here. So here's your buddy to do that. I hope this helped. So I'm going to keep moving on in the interest of time, but please, please do pause me if you need to. Yeah. Lesson plan. I poured my heart out on this one, literally. Act as an experienced elementary school maths teacher. I don't know why maths on my mind, but then that's all right. Skilled at designing engaging learning activities for students of all ability levels. Develop a math activity for third grade students who are developing an understanding of equivalent fractions. See, so specific, not just fractions. Design a lesson plan for fractions for grade three. This could have been my statement, but no, I love to talk, and therefore I'm going to give all the details. They have a good understanding of fractions as a whole part of a whole. So don't give me basic questions. Yeah. And can represent fractions on a number line. Their other skills include single digit multiplication, art, and curiosity. Suggest 3 to 5 activities that build on these strengths to help them develop their skills in identifying equivalent fractions. You see what I've done over here? I have taken the prior knowledge put here. I've taken the kind of engagements they love doing, I've put them here. I've taken some of the activities that I would want to carry forward because they already are proficient in it. Every time I don't have to create an activity that is like completely out of the blue, they've never done it, they don't know, and I have to explain that activity first. No, there's no need. For example, if I've had a relay race, in my class in the last one, I would want to build on that one. I would not want to say, "Acha, that time I did relay race, now I'm going to take art, then I'm going to take another one." No, I think there is a kind of a continuity as well that is required for both students and yourself. So I've tried to build on their strengths of what they already know to identify equivalent fractions. You want to see what happens? I'm sure you do. So here you go. Again, I'm going to keep it here because I've kept it ready for you. Let's go. Let's see what Copilot has to say. And believe you me, this buddy of mine is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure you share my thoughts on this one. Look at that. Let's create some magical math, activities. Look at that. It's literally giving me things that will suit my requirements because I want them to display equivalent fractions. Equivalent fraction displays is what they're going to create. Students create visual representations of, so remember the artwork. So they're going to create the visual representations of equivalent fractions, place these visuals in a number line, comparing and labeling, discuss how different fractions. So this becomes a student centered learning, student driven task rather than me telling them they're going to showcase this to me. Yeah, that is what is the beauty of working with this tool, that it'll give you ideas that could actually take your teaching learning in a classroom in the next level. And don't tell me this will not fit in into 1 week or my uh, 30-minute period. Well, that's our job, right? We're going to ask Copilot to fit this and share a 1 week plan or a 3-day plan to do this. Love, 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 love this faction art gallery. If you haven't done that till now, about time that we should try all of this. And if you want to visit to see where all this came from, look at this. There are 6 activities to practice equivalent fractions here. Here's another one, and here's a third one. So it also offers you blogs to see what is it that you could do here. Yeah. And of course, there's an ad here which you could actually totally just minus out. And it also offers me worksheets. What more could I ask for, really? I'm going to pause here to see if there are any thoughts, comments, questions in the chat window. Twitter, anything?
As of now, Meenakshi ma'am, I can see thumbs up and claps with smileys. Just
Yeah,
waiting
I
for
think
in. Yeah.
it's time for feelings more than anything else because I know that
Yes.
feeling. Yeah, I know that feeling, that moment of really? Wow. I know those voices and noises. Like I said, we've trained so many teachers till now as a part of our Deep Pedagogics AI, school programs. There are three programs there: AI Enthusiastic School, AI Explorer School, and AI Trailblazer Schools. So we have amazing educators who have been awarded the status. In fact, we have about um, 175 educators currently who are AI enthusiastic educators. That's the first level. We have about 700 plus educators who are AI Explorer educators, and we are very soon going to have AI Trailblazer educators as well. We also, are looking at AI ambassadors, meeting you very soon, sharing with you what amazing work they have done in their classrooms. They're currently working on it, building case studies and use case scenarios, and we will bring them to these forums to meet you. Okay. Okay. In the interest of time, let me move this. Hey, how could I leave Hindi outside, right? While you're lesson planning, I'm sure there is a Hindi teacher in the room who's going to say, "वो सब तो ठीक है, what about Hindi?" Right? Well, I kept it ready for you. You can actually go ahead and ask this to offer me lesson plan. Now, look at this. Help me prepare a lesson plan on grade 7 Hindi language. Lesson is about rivers of India from Himalayan mountains. This is actually a chapter in your NCRT book. Prompts can be write an essay in about 150 words about the benefits of rivers. Must include given words: Jal, Urja, Prayatna, and Sinchai, etc. Each line should end with a rhyming word as a couplet, or every line of poem on rivers. Let's see what it gives. So while you're looking at this, I must also tell you this can be done in any of your desired languages. You could actually try multiple languages here and have your content. If you want this content written in Hindi, that is also possible. Simply just, next prompt should be draft this in Hindi language. I did not write that, right? Um, there you go. Look, it's giving you, but it's giving you the English responses alongside. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask for Hindi now. Let's say I'm going to submit this, draft this in Hindi language. There you go. Teachers, Hindi teachers, come on, give me a round of applause if nobody else. No, no, no. Give it to Copilot, not to me. You could go for any language: French, Spanish, German, any language that you're practicing in your classroom, between Indian languages, anything between Gujarati, Marathi, Punjabi, anything that you're looking for. Start using Copilot for every need, every requirement. Yeah, it's literally your assistant in your classroom to help you design that. Now, the next one is providing feedback. Like I said, oh God, I need some strategies to provide feedback in my classroom. So, providing feedback is a tricky thing and it's a very important thing because I think feedback is one thing if provided at the right time and at the right moment, it just captures the essence of having that conversation. So I need some strategies for effective feedback and reflection for students of class 7 to provide them opportunities to improve on their work by giving them feedback. I need it to include tips on both self reflection and peer reflection. Exactly. NEP 2020 suggests that it should be a 360-degree assessment, and it's extremely important that we pause for self reflection and peer feedback. Provide a checklist for students to use the reflection process because they don't know what a reflection process is, right? Okay, here you go. Timely feedback. Deliver feedback promptly. How to do that? Go here to enhance your technique. Specific constructive feedback. Go here to understand what is a constructive feedback. Positive reinforcement. Here's another link. Encourage self reflection. How do you help improve self reflection in students? Variety of methods that could be used for feedback, and a process, not an outcome. This is what the student should be able to realize that getting a feedback is not end all. You take the notebook, you correct the notebook, we give them a feedback, and they just put it just like that. No, it's not an outcome. It's a process. It's a process for growth and improvement. So we need your efforts to actually take a look at how to improve the final scores using this feedback. Feed forward, I could hear you. Provide opportunities for revision. Make room for improvement and deeper understanding. Here's a checklist for students: review feedback received, identify strengths and areas of improvement, set specific goals, plan strategies to address weaknesses, reflect on learning processes and adjustments made. Now, um, you could look at either deep diving in any one of them. Let's say positive reinforcement. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say share 5 statements, sample statements. Okay. Sample statements for this. Yeah. So what I'm doing over here is I'm not pausing at what I'm getting. I want to know more. And therefore, I'm going to request for 5 direct statements that I could actually take to my class. Great effort. I noticed how you persevered through that challenging math problem. You're making progress. Your writing has become more organized and detailed. I appreciate your curiosity. Asking thoughtful questions shows a growth mindset. Fantastic teamwork. You collaborated effectively during the group project. Your creativity shines. I love the unique solutions you proposed in science classroom. Do you know, even before generative AI, we had this practice in our classroom. When we knew it's going to be group work, me and my co teacher, what we used to do is we used to have these strips where we used to have printed and handwritten notes. Okay. We used to keep these in our hand. And as students were working in groups, we used to go around the classroom. And as we noticed that, like somebody's done collaborated very well, we would pick up this strip and give it to that student. Believe you me, it makes his or her day. And for others, it just creates space to be better at what they're doing. Yeah. Try this, change the way I looked at classroom, collaborative work and group work. I'm sure it'll bring in more for you as well. Feedback is always not negative, it has to be productive, and it must lead for a student to engage in productive struggle. So if I have actually gone ahead and given this to one of the students in the entire team, other team members will have a productive struggle to know, why did this one get it, why did we not get it? So that kind of a reflection sets in and the game changes. Last one, quick answers. Who doesn't need quick answers? So you're an expert educator. What I'm trying to tell Copilot is, you, Copilot, assume the role of an expert educator with superior communication skills, skilled in writing persuasive emails that effectively and concisely convey information. Your task is to create a response to this email from a parent about setting up a time to discuss additional academic support for the next semester for 9th grade student. Keep the tone to be formal, professional, friendly, and write the point of view of student's academic dean. So just imagine, who are you? The student's academic dean. What do you want the co-pilot to be? You want co-pilot to assume the role of an expert educator with superior communication skills. There you go. Your response email is ready. Gosh, that is such a time saver, isn't it? Look at that. And now this is yours. You can tweak it, you can add more, you can personalize it, and it should look like you, not like an academic dean of Copilot. Okay. So you're most welcome to copy this from here, literally go to your mail and mail it. What additionally you could do is, let's say it was a lesson plan over here, we had lesson plans, right? And you want to take this, no, not here, it was here. Okay, you want to take this lesson plan into your classroom. You can click on download button. You can download this as Word document or PDF or a text file as you like it. I normally take it in a Word document, and there you go. I have my Word document here, and my lesson plan is now available in a Word document. Yeah, you could even share this directly from here. You can just mail this to anybody. You can copy this link or just share via email. Or if you want to put it anywhere else, let's say in your OneNote notebook, you could do that as well. Yeah. You can actually use it the way you want it. Fantastic. Okay. Where was I? Okay, I was here. So you already had seen the response. Yes, the email. Here's another example for you. You're a veteran middle class social science teacher with an expertise in designing authentic assessments. Yeah. So help me write an AI resistant assessment. It's not always about AI powered or AI, AI enabled, assessments. I love this when you can actually draft a prompt where you could create AI resistant assessment. You can even have AI resistant tasks, AI resistant worksheets, AI resistant uh, projects. So while you do that, all you need to do is tell Copilot to make it AI resistant. This is about age of industrialization. This is a chapter 4, class 10 history chapter. This is a CBSE. Actually, I should also add CBSE here. It's a history chapter. Let's see what it makes. Okay. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and I just hope it gives you specific content. Now, you see what it has done? It has given you a role play. Now, to write the script for that role play, you will have to write it yourself. Number two, students will have to research about industrial revolution, revolution. And over here, it has given you uh, a link as well as to where to go and do that. Role play setup is what students will have to make. They have to make scenarios. What are the challenges? Performance element, discussion and reflection. So even if they search this is something they will not be able to search, and this will become AI resistant. And then your assessment will be based on their understanding, which means the kind of discussions that they've had and the kind of response that they've been able to give you. So for all of us who were fearing that, this is all about giving them everybody everything on a platter, you could actually make it AI resistant like this as well. I could go on and on, but in the interest of time, I think I'm just going to pause here. But you see the important links that are available over here that are also related to this content. So I'm going to pause here and anything that you have to ask or say, I'm happy to hear you. And in case not, then I'm going to bring this session to a kind of a summarization by sharing a few thoughts. Here's another teacher. He said that with this technology, it is like there are 20 extra teachers in one classroom. It just helps you think better. It just helps you bring in that perspective that you might not have thought of. Yeah. So getting started with Copilot is as simple as prompting or and do know that this is protected AI powered chat. At Microsoft, there are efforts that are put in that are guided by AI principles and responsible AI standard. And these are built on decades of research on grounding and privacy preserved machine learning. So, Copilot will provide you commercial data protection and deliver a secure AI powered chat service for educational institutions. This means that the user and the organization data are protected. Chat prompts and responses in Copilot are not saved and they are not used to train these models. Microsoft has no eyes on access to them, and they are not used to train the underlying large language model. If you want to read more about it, I can share a link with you in the chat window. Please go ahead and read it. It's important that we know about the security and safety. So please get to know your Copilot. There is a complete learning path for you on Microsoft Learn, and there are no certificates that we award here, but you can go ahead and earn your certificate by doing this course on Microsoft Learn platform. Okay. We get multiple questions about certificates. You have to complete the self-learning path. If you want to learn how to create prompts, there's a prompt lab in Minecraft Educators. You could go ahead and go ahead and pursue that as well. Um, I just hope today's session has been able to give you insight into, what Copilot could do as your AI assistant in your classroom. I would greatly, appreciate if you could take just a few minutes. This is a very quick survey. I would greatly appreciate if you could please, give us a feedback. Your feedback gives us the power to bring you things, make things better for you, and help you, help us become better, so that we are able to deliver and bring things, better things for you. So I sincerely hope you will spend about 1 or 2 minutes taking this survey. I urge you to please go ahead and spend these few minutes. And as you do so, I'll also share that our next session is on 6th of August. Every Tuesday, we are trying to host a session for you. But next time you come, each one must bring along at least three educators. I'm not asking for two, I'm asking for three, not asking for five, but I'm asking for three. I urge you to please join us, because this is a very important charter that we have taken up. It's being shared in multiple communities, and we would love for you to come back with at least three more people with you. The next topic, thank you, Dvita, for sharing the schedule as well. The next topic is empower everyone to be a cyber security champion. And this is mostly left for ICT teachers to cater to. No, it is extremely important that each one of us take this responsibility and become cybersecurity champion in the simplest way possible. Like a layman, I'm going to take it upon myself to help you understand how to become a cybersecurity champion. So next time when you come, please come along with three other educators. And yes, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We love to grow our community and have you there as in our community. This community is only going to go and grow once you do. So please go ahead and help us keep going forward here. Follow us, uh, ask us for material to present, and we will be happy to bring to you many, many more things. Thank you so very much. I have a question here. Can you please tell me more about AI enthusiast and other levels that we have talked about? Of course, Ranjana ma'am, we will share this with you over email as well. However, I will very quickly post a link in the chat window so that you come to know about these programs. We have about six schools, one in the pipeline, actually two in the pipeline. So we will have by end of um, August, we should have about, we are aiming to reach 10, but honestly, we're not into numbers. But we would definitely want to grow this community. We will share details with you, and thank you for your interest. And any other comment, any other thought over here? Okay. Um, can you share slide 1 and 2? Joined in late. You mean for the prompts? Not sure what you're asking for, Pooja ma'am, but while you ask for the prompts for personalized learning, I'm giving you the prompt in the chat window. Uh, Personalized learning. Okay. I'm just going to give you in the chat window my first prompt. There you go. Yeah, for the prompt. There you go. All right. I knew it's going to be for the prompt. And you want the second one as well. That is for brainstorming. Okay. I'm just giving you. Hold on a minute. And yes, this is exactly, Ranjana ma'am, this is exactly what we do in our sessions. We help educators get hands-on with, AI. Prompt engineering is a part of it, because I understand that not everybody can craft prompts like this from day one. And we also take you to multiple tools in education that uh, help you understand how to use AI in your teaching learning. So yeah, those are some of the things that we do. Any other questions? I'm happy to be of help. Pooja ma'am, I hope you got what you got. Guneet ma'am, you're here. So lovely to see you here. Thank you for joining us. It's always a joy to meet you anywhere that we can, but thank you so very much. Okay, great, fantastic. All right. Okay. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us. I know I have overshot by 9 minutes, but I think I started about 9 minutes late. So thank you for joining us. Have a really good evening ahead. We so look forward to meeting you on 6th of August and talk about empower everyone to be a cybersecurity champion. Do remember for all our sessions, the link remains same. Be back in this room and we'll meet you next Tuesday. Till then, do not forget to give us a feedback. Bye bye. Thank you. Take care and have a lovely evening ahead.